because it's an elimination game. They have to go for it. They go for overpass. They made a similar mistake like who did yesterday, Eternal Fire, by not picking the weakest map of the opponent and just like going for something else.
And of course, HEET are going to ban that out.
Yeah.
The Dust 2 is a map both these two teams are comfortable
They just gave them a free pass on Inferno, and I think it's a classic mistake. But obviously, you know, we are talking from this side. They might have a plan coming into this one. They should have a plan coming into this one. But I personally would go for Inferno.
Guys, this match is ready to go, so I have to push you for official predictions, then we're going to throw it to the game.
They better get a lot of headshots, because I don't know what plans they have here, but I'm going to go the way of HEET. I feel like they have the edge.
Same.
All right, my desk are siding with HEET. Everybody at home, this one is a big one, but not because the winner will be guaranteeing a spot at the IEM Rio Major, because one of these teams, the loser of which, will go home. So everything is on the line, fighting for survival. It's a best of three, starting off on Vertigo. Jason and Anders, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paula. We're ready. Vertigo, we just left them, but that was between
two different teams.
Configuration, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be great. It's the inner French battle. And I mean, there's so much of a conversation constantly about, like, is there a next generation of French players coming up? We haven't been able to find it. That's been a constant talking point over the past year. Is there going to be a new French team coming in, new blood ever able to kind of replenish the veterans? And I guess this is a great matchup to kind of get to showcase the next generation of French players.
Yeah, some of them we know already. Some of them maybe we don't so much. But I mean, people like Masuta and Body and obviously Jax, MBK, like there's some names in here that we recognize. That are, you know, some of them even are slightly newer gen, I suppose, but they're completely fresh, brand new. I'd love to see some of that too out of the French region. That'd be really cool. Falcons going to be starting on the CT side with HEET on the T side, and already look at this push coming down. I like it. If you're going to be stacking that many people on the A ramp, why not try and even find some aggression? Haji's going to say, all right, they're not really showing up. We're going to start to fall back a little bit instead. I think HEET are about to get caught, and they don't even realize it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's interesting because Python's playing like close enough to where he can't really get away. He can't really stall out and stay alive. He needs to just do good work. Oh, that maybe not. That's the bomb down. Now Python has fallen, but the bomb is controlled at the base of the stairs, and that makes this round really awkward. Great shots coming out from Falcons.
Yeah, and they even keep pushing even after controlling the bomb, which seems aggressive, but when it works out, it's all good. Double kill for Maka so far, and Exercise and Jax, the only ones left, only for a second. That's a third kill for Maka, and it leaves Jax alone.
What an absolute disaster. That's so depressing in a way. They're going to come right at him. They don't want to give him any time or space to work with. They got to be careful, though. Good shot from Masuda, making sure that doesn't get too dangerous. Pistol round won by Falcons in the aggressive push down ramp. You know, since we have the camera on him.
Yes.
The first time I saw NBK in like maybe 3 years, like I hadn't seen him since like pre-COVID times.
Sure, yeah.
Waiting for an elevator here at the hotel. I thought it was just a man in a disguise. It looks like the classic like glasses and mustache combo that you would like put on for just the typical. He's really changed his look. Babyface is gone. The babyface killer is no more.
I think it's fantastic. I had no idea he could carry that kind of look, but here we are.
Another European, I feel like going for like a American look. You know, we got Halzerk with the mullet.
True, yeah.
MBK with a really powerful mustache.
Say this, you call them American looks, but over here we don't think of it that way, you know.
I know you don't. But everything revolves around America. To America.
There we go.
So that's the way it's going to be.
Well done.
2-for-1 trade. Python goes down, and Exercise, Jax, and Afro working out what they want to do on the map. Just 3 players left. This is a great push from Haji to shrink the map down.
Yeah. Tomas as well. Jax jumping into the fight, getting pushed back, and now Falcons, I mean, they're a little bit aggressive. This round, probably around you just slow it down, play it safe, wait for them to show up to a bomb site. Probably not worth it to do anything super crazy here.
Yeah, especially with that aggressive push. I mean, you know they can really only go to either middle or at the B bomb site where you have massive advantages. So yeah, for Falcons, just sit tight and chill. I'm at a little bit of like a recovery moment. I went in, I was telling you just before the cast, I went in and I grabbed you know, a banana, a couple things of water over in like the players area where the games are being played, and I walked into thunderous roars from OG as they qualified for the major. It was a little bit emotional in there. There was a lot of tears, a lot of happy crying going on, and
yeah, I can imagine.
It hit me a little bit. You saw everyone just the relief, and as we've mentioned so many times about the heartbreak of not qualifying, of being eliminated with big names like Astralis and G2 going out. We haven't really, you don't really touch on too much the joy and the happiness of qualifying.
No, it's got to be such a release of emotion when what you've been working for months and months and months, and probably, you know, with a lot of ups and downs in between, when that finally pays off, of course, that's going to be a huge moment.
Yes. Yeah, it was great to see. It was really, really cool. 2-0.
Well done.
Yeah, very solid. Only, I think, losing one player in that previous round, so things looking okay for Falcons to start here with a strong pistol. And we get into the third round with AK-47s on board of HEET, and an early challenge from Masuta, but a lot of players to deal with. He does great damage onto Afro. It does go down at the end. But information is found. He gets a kill, and he calls 2 more players in middle.
And he probably could have escaped. That's maybe my only sort of slight problem there, is that I don't think he actually at all needed to go for the second fight, but I realized he probably in the moment felt like, that's it, like, I'm ready. And he had a second player that was always nading in for him, so he probably felt like, well, we're in the middle of essentially a counterattack. So I don't want to give it up, but otherwise still pretty good. You're right, calling in the information. Now HEET going to be switching it around, going for the A ramp to look for something here. Haji, long range spray, going to be winning that fight, and he'll barely make it out. Can be very difficult getting away from the battles at A ramp on the CT side. Look at Maka.
Yeah,
running.
You want to talk about a game plan. Look how aggressive Falcons is opening this one up. The push on the pistol, but a great read from Afro. He's ready, and that's an easy headshot into a 3-on-3. Pretty even 3-on-3 considering the HP of Afro and Haji each.
Still about 40 seconds. So again, like I said in the last map, is it's a long time on Vertigo, 40 seconds, when you're already on the A ramp. You're not under any kind of stress at all. There's some maps where, you know, 40 seconds, start to execute at that point, it used to be very tricky. Python pushing aggressively, they seem to they've been showing a willingness, Falcons, right now to be doing this on the CT side, which is really cool. I mean, you can get those flanks in, you can win a lot of rounds based on it. They know what's coming up at the A bomb side. They've got the security of that, and Python running with the with the knife out. That's dangerous. 10 seconds on the clock. NBK trying to see if he can get there, but don't risk it. Don't give yourself up here. Just wait for them to show up. Afro almost just winning the round then and there, but Python will get the kill, and it's back into a 2-on-2.
Well, that flank, he would have liked more production out of it. Now it gets very, very difficult. There's no kit on either of these players, so it's got to go fast. And this is a tough position to clear out, especially without utility.
It is. Joko showing up. Ooh, MBK finds the shot, but exercise back here. Just hide as much as you can. Every second counts, like you pointed out. They don't have a defuse kit. They don't have time for this. Oh, he's playing it really well right now. Doesn't even have to fire the gun at all.
1 HP. 1 HP on Haji, and he's the one defusing. The kit's on the ramp, and I think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, just barely. My God, it's close.
Yeah, that's a tough one to manage. You almost have to like make the decision to like. The only other thing that could have been done is maybe NBK getting aggressive on that position and trying to close the gap. He goes for the body block, and that's a very close affair. 1 HP on the diffuser, and the death touch on this too. This is where you expect like the experience of someone like NBK, as Kassad said, Bless said, like a double major winner.
Yeah,
to be able to step up in those scenarios entirely, and he delivers here in round 3.
And just in case anyone missed it, if you're joining, this is an elimination game. If you lose here, that's it, you're out. You're not going to be going to rear. If you win, then you get another shot at it. Round number 4 is coming up. Nice grenade on top, and Maka with the AWP. Haji, that's fine, he'll clear it up, and it's a quick round. NBK to close it out, 4-0 in favor of Falcons. They're off to a flying start.
Yeah, defensive utility for NBK really saved his life. He almost got caught getting pushed towards sandbags.
During the summer holidays, I went to see like a Falconeer show, I guess it's called.
Nice. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a time in my life I wanted to learn how to do that.
I think it was like a Polish troop of people who travel around Denmark.
Yeah.
It's really awesome, really cool.
Who's the guy who did Don Draper and Mad Men? He's a Falconeer.
Oh, really?
He owns like 3 Falcons or something. Maka, oh, okay. Okay, almost the follow-up. That would have been way too much.
Talk about a quick scope.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it came that quickly. Insane. 4-on-4 though. Ooh, steps into the Molotov. Is that going to be hurt? It doesn't matter. There's a flashbang. And that's actually from the T side. Oh, they've been cleaned up. This is scary. How are they losing that fight that heavily? I felt like Python was not that favored, but somehow he picked up a double kill. Afro going to send him down to the pedestrians.
I can't believe how much aggression Falcons is opening up this game with. They're pushing everywhere when they feel some safety to do it. I mean, not only pushing and challenging this one down B stairs, obviously. Previously, we saw the push in towards middle. But also, I mean, just when players get thinned out on the Heat side, pushing the extremities, closing the map, taking some space away. Tons of flanks have come in really early on. And Heat is really struggling to catch on to it and to keep control of the situation. Afro left in a 1v3.
Yeah, he would love them to be aggressive. This is the kind of point in time you think, okay, well, you're going to be aggressive, at least just keep doing it. But they're not giving him that opportunity. So he's going to have to hang around a little bit. We're worried about a flank, which you can understand why that's been kind of a theme. And MBK is kind of close by. All the way in T-spawn. Afro. Yeah, finding a corner to hide in. He's hearing the footsteps here and there. 10 seconds on the clock. Looks like he's going to be all right with the AWP. But the team as a whole, not so much so.
No.
5-0 in favor of Falcons. What a start.
Yeah, they're going to be reeling. Now, the full losing bonus in their favor should help them, especially with the op, get another buyout. You can get, you know, you could get 4 AK-47s if you wanted. You imagine one player is going to drop the Galil for utility. Yeah, that is a team frash. That's Afro. And unfortunately, Afro's also the one with the AWP who can't quite trade this kill until just a little bit too late to really do much about it. And Falcons are up 5-0. No timeout just yet for Heat. They're going to play on into 6.
Joko and Body both having a bit of a tough start here. Both at 0-5. Afro wanted to beat the timing. That is a really good attempt. I appreciate that. That's a nice try. Doesn't work out, but you've got to give him credit for seeing the opening and almost winning it.
Yeah, you could see how that kill would have happened. Python's very fortunate to get just around the corner in time. Once again, though, they want to be aggressive. How aggressive is Python going to be? He drops down. That's crazy. That's so mental.
What?
I cannot believe how aggressive Falcons is being.
With that flashbang, the way that it sort of falls like sort of right off the lip of the stairs, that's really cool.
And you expect, if you're the T player, you expect the jump to be on top of the boards, to peer down. You expect it maybe to come from stairs, but it's smoked, so you're looking straight up, essentially. You don't expect that drop down around the railing. Absolutely
What a neat
brutal.
trick. I expect to be seeing many more players try that now. I feel like that's something that's worth repeating.
And now, like, pretty much every round in this game already, and we're only, I mean, this is only the 6th round. You've seen, if you're Heat, aggression from Falcons everywhere on the map. You've seen it in mid, you saw it on the pistol round, rush down A ramp. You've seen aggression in the mid round down A ramp. Now you've seen it at the B bomb site a couple of times. How do you predict what's coming next? Good trade back for Body, but it's a 3-on-4.
Yeah, for any chance to hold on to the round. And again, here we go. Python's out looking for it. Afro's gonna get the kill. Oops, that's real awkward. But he's still alive somehow. Doesn't get punished for it. Exercise gonna be taking down HEET. Now, Marker just has to stay alive. Again, just make yourself a difficult target to hit. You do have a coming in, but oh, it's close. It's real close. Python's walking up behind. He could get the double spray down. Oh, they're looking for it. That is such a turnaround. Body with the triple, and they should not have been winning this round at all.
No, I think you're exactly right with Maka. He just was a little bit too aggressive, a little too excited with that op to go for it. Again, all the aggression works. Good kills from Heat to recover a man disadvantaged situation, but if the op survives in the bomb site, falls back and lets that flank really come to fruition and keep attention in your direction, even if there's smoke in your face, if you just fire off a shot, make sure they're concerned about the op, then they don't have the manpower to back away. And look at Jax getting the boys hyped up. First time out, gonna come in for Heat. They know they need to string rounds together.
Yeah, they have to build really, really fast on this. It is a best of 3, but of course, you know, at the brink of elimination, you don't want to have a slow start. You don't want to be off to this kind of a pace here. 5-1, they need to start to build immediately. Now, I guess the only thing you could say is there's not much money on the Falcons side after this buy. So that's a little shining light here for Heat that they could win the next round, and then they're up to probably 3 pretty quickly. But what a turnaround for Body. If he doesn't even think about it, I mean, they could still have lost the round immediately, so something to think about. RG? Ooh, careful now. MBK's down deep, but there is an orb waiting for you on that T ramp.
Deep utility. There's the swing. Good flashbang. Haji's kind of out in the open. He gets away. NBK goes down first, and the rest swing out wide, but they can't get the trade. Not yet. Masuta. And Haji's going to keep it up. Falcons,
so
I know, they don't give away any of those fights. They lose them all with 2 kills. This is recoverable. But a tough scenario for the defense to manage. Python is shifting over towards A as well, and Body's already hustled over to the B bomb site. This might just be to toss out utility, but no one's home to really allow that fake to be triggered.
Marker, this is aggressive, and Afro's he's surely going to get this kill. Yeah, easy shot to bring him down. And that's also good for HEET. They're kind of starting to realize, wait a minute, they're just very eager to fight. I can't believe that they kept fighting on that A ramp after losing NBK. Maybe you try and take a shot through, throw some grenades down there, but just all out fighting. That also seemed like that fight was a little bit, I don't know, disjointed from the CT point of view. I bet some of them were flashed at times, so maybe there was also like good T flashbangs, but either way, that looked a little bit messy.
Yeah, I think they wanted to fight off NBK's kill, but I mean, when you're kind of in those aggressive stances, you need that opening kill to make the second player swing and look to trade NBK, and that's where that can really be effective. And with him going down, I think it's just advantages towards HEET all day long. So well done out of the timeout, 2 in a row. They're going to take all the money away from Falcons. The aggression has finally been stopped, finally lost Falcons around and lost them their economy.
Yeah, they're going to be starting to build it up now. M4 saved, and that's about it. On the HEET side, though, curious to see how far it'll go. There go the cones. Look at how happy they are.
Did you talk to Chad about cones? He hasn't heard any of your cone theories yet.
Yeah, we spoke about cones.
Nice.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I haven't caught many good cone flips. That's been the big downside of this RMR so far.
We had a good one on the just a few days back.
There's been a couple, but they can be much more impressive. I'm just saying.
Well, going on in the B and C streams as well, we have Sangol taking on Illuminar and K23 taking on Monty.
Exercise, good start there. Misuto on the return with the Deagle. This is the round you just can't afford to lose if you're HEET. You have to be winning this one. Oh, and Afro is starting to get that AWP warmed up a little bit more. It's good. 3 versus 4. You have all the weapons on your side. You should be just fine. Better be a little bit careful because Haji's waiting around back here, but you found MBK. And Joko's out looking for it. Okay, gonna be giving up the AK, but still 2-on-3. It should be your round.
Yeah. Well, Afro might have to kind of move now. Good kill from Jax. It's all on Haji. Bomb is still down. Drops in the lower side of middle. So there's some time for Haji to maybe find one kill. If Body just stumbles into this, all of a sudden a 1-on-2 is doable, but great shot. Great job from Body. Finds him at the end of the day. 5-3.
Yeah, they cleaned it up. A little bit worried at one point there, but a good recovery. And Falcons can buy this round, but it's a really awkward buy. It's one of those buys where, you know, you have someone to work with, but you're not going to have the AWP. Probably going to be lacking a defuse kit at the minimum. More grenades than I was expecting. It's not terrible. But also no head armor, which means that stolen M4 from Body is going to have potentially more of an impact.
Yeah, some lethal impact. If he gets into the right position, hits the right shot. Again, aggression down B stairs. Python to control. But it's going to be towards A ramp where contact is first made. Deep utility spent again. And Mako just playing around the edge of the smoke by scaffolding.
Yeah, wants to make his escape. Nade, unfortunately, for Falcons, kind of bounced off on the wrong side. Marco's coming back for it. He feels like, all right, if you're not going to be spamming through or trying to see if I'm in the smoke, maybe there is an opportunity here. So dangerous. Oh, he gets that one, and Haji on the crossfire will be able to take down Jax. So 2-for-1 trade. Marco barely making it out alive. That grenade not really going anywhere. Joko, he could have almost caught him. That's close.
That nade as well. Gonna do some superficial damage to Joko. 3 defenders here, Masuta, Mako, and NBK. They're gonna stick around, running out of utility, but if NBK wants to play it passive, he's got smoke Molotov, he can delay the plant. A lot of time for Afro to peer into the bomb site, so no mistake territory, and Masuta swings right into it. NBK finds the equalizing kill, that's massive.
He almost could have had that second AWP shot. Joko's low. Oh, wow. MBK's finding everything. It looked like he's just sort of loosely throwing bullets their way, but it's working. They're both down to 4 health, and there should be no way out. Again, Python on the flank.
Yeah, this flank has been brutal a number. I think this is like the 3rd time we've seen it coming in. Whenever Falcons is able to at least slow down this hit, Python's coming from behind.
It's happening so much, it almost seems scripted, Jason.
Well, this ain't scripted. This ain't part of the script if you're Falcons. Body with 2, but
he's out of time.
yeah, Python realizes time is my friend, not yours, and I can just run away. It gets close though. Money's still going to be pretty bruised up for Falcons, so that's not bad from Body at the end of the day.
I don't think that is ever supposed to be happening. That's a huge oversight from the side of Falcons. Cool stuff from Body, but that's also probably them losing a little bit of focus.
Good initial setup, and Heat doing their best as can to recover from it. But this flank at the end of the day is just way too much. Low HP on both those players. AK's out again. And because of the money, Falcons are missing utility. They're missing kits. They've got to drop down to a pair of FAMAs.
Round number 10. Falcons still have a good hold of this first half, but
No way they push that smoke, right?
I don't know. They've been really crazy. I'm not going to rule it out. MBK has a flashbang.
I think it's going to be when the smoke fades.
Yeah. They're counting the seconds now. He's going to let go of it. Yeah, he sees the shoulder. He knows Misuta. That's an easy peek. And on top of the flashbang, even if someone was there behind him, I don't think they could have done anything. That's crazy.
Yeah, and even Python swinging for the other fight. Good teamwork. I don't think they even spotted the second player, so they might not realize Python is here. Ooh, first kill is his, and transfers over. Afro, once again, the third player with the AWP. Can't find the trade. And a 5-on-2. Again, the aggression over and over again is just working out.
It really is. Even that there at the end looked like Afro could have gone down, so a scary CT side they're coming up with. A little bit unorthodox with the amount of aggression that's coming out. Boost all the way back here. I don't know if he saw them, but yeah, it feels like he did.
And Heat has been able to stop, you know, a couple of rounds we saw, they've been able to stop those kind of pushes and aggressive stances over towards A ramp, but they haven't been able to really deal with this B pressure. Nice shot from the jiggle peek of Misuta. That brings it into a recoverable scenario. 2-on-3, still within distance. 30 seconds though, and you have to imagine they're coming to the B bomb site. You aren't walking all the way over to A and up the ramp.
Yeah, 2-on-3 is such a steal if they could get this round back somehow. They have another Molotov and another smoke even there on the Heat side, so they're going to put some pressure on. Smoke up for the bomb plant, but Maka's going to be finding Afro, and that might have been the last chance here. Exercise, a bomb plant still be kind of nice just for the money, but it's not going to be happening. Haji will take him down instead, and a 7-3 scoreline now. Falcons back on the right track.
Yeah, what a strong opening. And I mean, the losing bonus had been taken away from Heat after a 3-round victory, so it's not even back to full. They could have really used that plant, although even with it, I don't think they would have been able to afford any kind of a full buy. So Heat gonna descend down to Deagles. Afro's gonna pick up a Galil because he had plenty of money in the bank. But the defense holds strong again, and one more time, that B-stairs control from Falcons is incredible.
Yeah, it really is. I'm so impressed with the kind of forward hold that they're having on the CT side. It's surely frustrating if you're on Heat. You're not even fighting for the bomb side. You just have to fight through the initial attack that's coming on the CT side. RG back here, not a single Molotov inside on the T side, so he should be all right for a good while.
Yeah, no Molotov, no grenades for Heat.
And more good pop flash out, and he could go for the look, but he's really silent. Gotta be careful. If they get too close, it could swing the other way, and he could be in trouble, so where's that pop flash coming?
MBK could be the one that's in real trouble, considering the position. They might see the gun barrel. Good kill from Haji. That's going to force him to turn and address the situation, which activates MBK, but he's traded as well. Maka's in trouble with the AWP. They've got him pinned down, but Misuta has arrived. Good backup, good cleanup. And they've got a 5-round lead.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. Nobody peeking on the other on the CT side there made that a little bit worrisome. There was a chance maybe that it could have gone wrong, but in the end they make up for it. So I guess all is forgiven. Yeah, there we go. Good shot from Joko. The Deagle didn't change the round, unfortunately.
No, not at all. But it was a nice shot in the trade. That would have been something that could have maybe potentially created an opportunity if Misuta wasn't there so quick. Speaking of the Devil, speaking of Misuta, he had a PC crash, so we're getting a little tech delay.
We're bringing him back.
Yeah.
Good. We need him. He's been playing pretty well. Not as well as Maka. He's doing a great job having a party at top of the scoreboard. Dancing the Macarena, probably.
Good classic reference.
Good times. Old times, too, in many ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. From Heat's point of view, if you can't beat the early aggression, then whatever plan you had to go into the game is you're not going to be able to execute it, right?
Right, and they've been able to beat it over towards A, as I mentioned earlier. It's the B-bomb site that's really been like a thorn in their side. They haven't even really been able to challenge that side of the map. They're just getting deleted every time they head in that direction. And if you can't ever attack B, now we haven't seen a whole lot of action in mid either. Just a push one round from Masuta.
Yeah, it's been tough. I feel like because without the A ramp, what do you really got on the T side? If you go B or mid, it's going to be obvious. It's not that those positions can't be attacked or don't work, but you just can't make it that obvious. If you just leave A alone, then eventually the CTs are going to start to say, well, then we'll just put one person at A ramp and we'll put 2 middle to B, and you're definitely not going to make your way through.
Out of the tech delay, we're getting a timeout from HEET as they want to talk things over, and I imagine they're having a very similar conversation to what we're talking about right now. Is okay, how do we, one, deal with this aggression, and two, is do we deal with it head on, or do we find a way to go away from their push down B stairs? Can we hit out mid quickly if they're going to put 2 players at B stairs early?
Yeah. I mean, some teams, obviously, if they were playing outsiders on this map right now, Falcons, outsiders be fine with all this aggression. They say, well, we're fine. We're just going to sit back until there's 30 seconds left.
Let you use all your utility, let you use all your smokes, and we'll come attack these aggressive positions when you've got no more utility to do anything.
Yeah, but the problem is, if that's not a game plan that HEET have been practicing and they are comfortable playing, you can't just do it. Not everyone could just become outsiders just by watching them play, you know?
They do go at it head on. Joko makes his way out. Forces out a defensive smoke early. And also challenging in middle. Perhaps a boost up coming in. Haji's gonna find the first kill. That's down A ramp. So even without B stairs control, Falcons have found A ramp control.
And Masuta in a strong position here to maybe get a kill, and he's not even gonna escape. I was gonna say, I don't think that's necessary at all.
It's not in any way. He really went for it. A wide swing, but...
And he did it earlier, remember, in the middle.
Yeah, he's looking for fights. He's bloodthirsty. Still, it's gonna work out, you'd say. Oh, missed the chance as Exercise drops down, but it's a 1v3. He does have the bomb. A plant's gonna be helpful, but you have another flank coming in. Haji, off his success earlier with the opening kill at A ramp, he's gonna push all the way through the map. And Exercise, he's tucked himself behind the double stack so that he can at least be isolated, but there's way too many players to deal with. Nice headshot, but that was always going to be the result at the end of the day. 9-3.
Yeah, I mean, fair play and good understanding for Exercise and how to position himself to try to win what is essentially an unwinnable round. I mean, he did the best that he could with the smoke, and like you said, trying to isolate himself a little bit, but it didn't work out. 9-3 going to be the scoreline, you're right. And things are looking great right now for Falcons.
This is HEET's pick as well.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's never fun. Going into your map pick and just realizing that you're getting decimated. Now, I will say, I was looking at the map stats just before we kind of joined the server and got this match underway. Vertigo is not necessarily a great team for either of them, but it's an abysmal team for Falcons, 33% win rate. So this might have been a little bit of a cheeky attempt for HEET to try and really punish kind of a low win rate, go away from a stronger map for Falcons. But obviously the game plan they brought into it at the moment, I don't know if it's not working or if they just haven't been allowed to do it because Falcons is just in their face.
It feels like they really are getting hard countered with a lot of this aggression that's happening. Oh, that is a shot and a half. Afro through, I'm not even sure it was 1 or 2 boxes there, but either way, it's going to be able to bring down the second player. Markanaus, oh, he's surely going to get run. He's absolutely dead. And that's finally the aggression here on the CT side, working against them, and HEET getting a chance to breathe. Good stuff.
Well, once again, the A ramp is where they've found pretty much all their success. So hit it again. 4th round on the board as Python looks to save the M4.
You know what a real upside is of having somebody called Python in the game is that it's spawned an angry war in the Twitch chat amongst all the different programmers out there.
Okay, I thought there was going to be like Snake fans, Snake pet owners.
I mean, maybe I think there are more coders than there are Snake pet owners, to be honest.
Probably, yeah, I would agree with you. It's just my brain went to the animal.
I'm seeing some really unfortunate JavaScript programmers that probably need to join 2022 and quit doing that altogether.
Oh, so you're going to get on the developer battle now?
I'm not going to be on the JavaScript side for sure. You bet you that. I've seen maybe 2 lonely C++ guys. Shout out to you guys. They're really rare. They're valuable. They're the ultra nerds of the
of the developer
but
community.
we need them. We need them badly. 9-4 is the scoreline, though.
Interestingly enough, though, like despite these runs, it was 5-0 to start this map, and then the money wasn't great for Falcons after a single loss. They scraped together another bye, but the economy was gone pretty quick. And after this 4-round streak, they lose one, and money again is in kind of a weird place where they're taking their first time out to talk about how they want to handle the last 2 rounds of this opening half. Do you want to force buy here and potentially put yourself in a hole for the final?
Surely not.
Do you want to use this M4 and pick up some deagles and some pistols, see if you can win it, but set yourself up for a strong buy in the final round?
Man, I don't know. I feel like we're in kind of a weird position right now where it could be the case that this actually does finish 9-6 and HEET have a great shot at it. So, interesting times.
Okay, sticking to just pistols. Despite all the struggles on the T side, ooh, nice flashbang, and there goes Python.
Out of it. I feel like this is the
C++ fans having a field day.
They're having a party right now. Oh, man. Shout out to anyone working in Rust. No, never mind. It's too much. We're getting too deep off the reservation now.
I can't go down this path with you. I don't know enough about the subject matter.
I'm just pretending to. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just out here getting free internet points. I think this is the better choice for Falcons. If I'm being honest, I think saying, all right, you can get 5, we'll get 10, that's still a pretty good scoreline. I think if they force up into this round, they really risk getting that 9-6, which just doesn't feel quite the same. I feel like at that point, HEET are going to be looking at it, sort of shrugging it off, saying, okay, that was a rough first half.
Yeah, but
we made it.
If you don't risk 9-6, you can't get 11-4.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you looking at it in the negative way?
I don't know, Jason.
Everyone knows when you make decisions, you always imagine them going out as best as possible. Nice kills here from NBK. An unwinnable round. Afro's going to take him down from behind. 9-5. Final round of the first half, and Falcon's going to be fighting for double digits.
9-5. 15th round, and a chance for HEET to actually get back into this. You've got to appreciate that. They've stuck through it. They've really been beat up a lot in the first half. But, you know, Afro's got 14 kills, 11 on body, 11 on exercise. They look resilient. I mean, a lot of teams, I think, could have crumbled here just behind the pressure. Really suffocating when you just can't do anything. Oh, run boost in the 15th round, but it does get spotted. I appreciate it. This is not a boring team to watch, is it?
That, again, might have been a call to make to try and negate some of that aggression. Maybe you catch them off guard. Maybe you catch someone trying to push downstairs or go for an early nade, and almost had it. And also, I mean, just based off that run boost, when you get that kind of a swing around, I think it probably feels for Falcons like you have control of stairs, even though Joker's backed off.
Just the willingness to do it in a round with a rifle as well. I mean, I just appreciate it all together. Wallbang's actually a bit early. They look like they did want to try and do something there. They still might. Molotovs exchanged over a minute on the clock, so they're not under any real pressure here. NBK got to be really careful. That's
bold.
Yeah, that is bold.
Well, Python's left alone at the B stairs. Exercise is starting to peer towards middle. Jax finds a kill. Knocker with the immediate equalizer into a 4-on-4, and this is where Exercise might make his play.
Python's been aggressive so many times when they've been moving on the other side. This time he's going to get challenged, but he'll win the fight against Joko. Afro there on the return. 2 versus 3, and now they're in a little bit of trouble, though. 30 seconds. The bomb.
Python got 2 there.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't even see the second player. I don't know how that happened, but he grabbed one through the wall. Jax is laughing about it, so...
Did he get him through the wall?
Wall or through the teammate? But yeah, there's people just having a good chuckle despite the incredible significance of this round and of this map. Exercise is all on his own, which means Afro's all on his own, which means NBK do that. Bomb does get planted, though, at the last second. Turns this into a 1-on-1, and ooh, big win from Haji.
There we go. There's the second victim.
Oh my dear.
No. But a 10-5 first half in favor of Falcons. What an interesting way to get started here in this elimination game. We'll see what happens. I think Falcons might have done enough, but we don't really know yet. We'll find out after the break. Stay tuned.
very good meme. They actually did a very good meme where it showed like his POV, but it was like the hair taking up the top of the screen. Fair play to them. All the memes though, didn't help them qualify. You hate to see it. 7-3, K23.
Too soon.
Might be following the same suit at this moment because they're 4 rounds behind on the CT side. Map 1 looking very good for Monty. They're 1 round away from guaranteeing a lead. And X5 already taking quite considerable damage.
I was going to say Monty acting chill in this one, but it's an explosive play towards A that rewards them with a 4 versus 4. X5 low on HP as well. A Molotov to try and cut circulation from jungle. He's able to escape the clutches of Monty's T side. There you have it, the bomb plant. It's all set up. It's a retake once more for K23. Raijin opens things up. Great flashbang. Denka caught blind. Waro and Joel 2 versus 4. Orp and AK. With the Orp already missing the shot. Joel boxed in. K23 should have this one good as gold. X5, he walks into it. Raijin, 1 more. Waro, 1 versus 3. Collects it. Looking for a second extra power. We'll snuff that one out. And it is indeed a 4th on the board for the CT side.
Easy stuff. Needed as well. We're kind of saying this was starting to get quite concerning. With Monty being on the brink of guaranteeing 8 rounds at the half and probably the possibility of taking at least a couple more, you do get concerned about what K23 can do in a response. That's much better. The bomb does go down, which is a priority, but this time the retake much better. All because they play the numbers and they play the treble. Effective. All the same, 3-round gap. K23 trying their best to whittle it down, and winning this round and making it as cost effective would be the best way to do so, because that can break that Monty economy and get them right back in the conversation to finish off this first half.
Let's see it. It is a 5v4, or 5v5, excuse me. Fesser's low. Single AWP for the CT side, 1 for Monty as well. It's a game of patience that Monty have been playing. You would expect with the names that you've got on this team for fast plays, flashy 3Ks, you know, all of the stops being pulled out. Instead, I thought it was a lot more calculative for Monty.
Welcome back from the break. We have the second half on the opening map in this elimination series between Team Falcons and HEET. We're on Vertigo. Falcons in the lead, 10-5. It's a good start.
Yeah, it is a really good start, but switching sides, this can still be a very difficult one to close out. We saw just the team shot of HEET over there with Jax on the team. Mood seems to be good. People are smiling, some chatter going around. No one's seeming too depressed about how the first half went. As you mentioned too, impressive they were able to sustain and fight through so much of that aggression that was knocking them off their game, knocking them off the style they want to play.
Yeah, I think in the context of how that felt in the first half, 5 rounds is probably not that bad. If HEET can win this pistol round, they can sort of turn it around and maybe start to dish out some punishment of their own. Jax is almost getting hunted down. 1 health left. A couple of dualies on exercise, but they're scaling up that A ramp, looking for it. They're not committed.
No, they wanted to put the fear of God in them, right? They wanted to put a little bit of pressure on this A bomb set. It has pulled a rotation over, and now they have a lot of time. They can walk across the map, and HEET is still going to be really, really concerned about what might be coming at A ramp, especially because Jax has been brought down to 1 HP. It does look like Falcons are just going to stick around and wait for a timing to come back when they clear out and make sure middle isn't being pushed and B stairs aren't being compromised.
Yeah, they're giving the space for HEET to go look for the information, and if they go look real down the ramp like they themselves would do all the time on the CT side, then they're going to get caught.
They got the space now. It's a nice little window of opportunity. Afro, Body, and Jax all shifting back towards CT spawn in middle. Even Joko is shifting back to the boxes of A bomb site. We'll see how long it takes for this window of opportunity to slam shut, because Falcons have not made their move.
No, they really haven't. 40 seconds. Oh, he's setting up for a flashbang, either for a peek down the stairs or just in general, just to in case anything happens. But we can tell they're starting to get back here, but
it's going to have to be a retake. Jax doesn't have the HP to actually hold on. Although Afro and Exercise are coming here right now, so he does arrive.
Smoke up, flash up around the corner. Oh, wow, Joko, that is a shot through the smoke to take down Masuta. Drops the bomb, and he's gonna get one more. This time on NBK, boosting up while the bomb is being planted, trying to run it down. The bomb is planted, but it doesn't matter. The dualies come wrecking through the smoke, and a double kill is what they're gonna get. Marker back here alone, 1 versus 4. They do have a defuse kit, so they have a little bit of time here. Surely he can't win this one. Smoke is up in front as well, and they're gonna hunt him down. Jax with the shot. Good retake in the middle of the bomb plant, even starting it.
Yeah, what are you even supposed to do though if you're Falcons? Like that's a fine pistol round. You just get unlucky that 2 players get killed through smokes on the entrance. What a huge benefit, a huge boon over to HEET to make this work. And you're exactly right. When you have that kind of an advantage, push through. You know one player's, not only are you in a 5-on-3, you know one player's planting the bomb. So essentially you have those few seconds where it's a 5-on-2. Both CT sides winning the pistol, and it's 10-6.
All Galil's being picked up. Look at that. 5 of them to go and fight HEET. So they're not gonna be bending quite so soon. They want to see if they can keep it up. 2 smokes on the Falcon side. So mainly just rolling the dice here on the power of the Galils, which I don't know, it's not crazy. Especially if you're gonna be fighting through the smoke like this. A lot of bullets to put in. NBK, there's the early peek, and Joko is lucky to be alive. Jax, not with the same fortune on his side. He's going to be out of it.
Oh, that's a really, really good start. Heavy damage onto one player, a kill onto a different one. Falcons in a 5-on-4. Defense is going to get spread thin. Ooh, Haji's going to win the battle as well. He's dinked down low, but a huge advantage now for Falcons, and HEET surely is feeling the pressure.
They don't have any nades either. I mean, I don't know if it would help them that much on the HEET side, but it'd be nice if they had a couple of HEs or something to just slow them down. Body, there was a real chance he could have sprayed them down. Haji about to give Exercise a heart attack. And Joko all on his own, 1 versus 4 here. They're going to find an empty bomb site, and that is a huge uppercut being delivered by Falcons to HEET.
Yeah, devastating loss. One more roadblock thrown in their way. After all the pushes in the first half, now losing the second round after winning pistol, HEET was probably feeling like they could build up some momentum. So 11-6. Yeah. Look at the spread as well on the Falcon side. Everyone delivering. You mentioned kind of the top players over on the HEET side of things. Afro with 16 kills, Exercise with 15. But on the Falcon side of things, the top fraggers at 14 and the lowest is at 11. They're all right there with each other.
Real team effort coming out. Great stuff. Makes them a lot harder to break. 11-6 as a scoreline, stealing the tiny bit of momentum that HEET managed to build up. They take it right back. Things started to look a little bit better. 5 more rounds and they can pick up this map, which again was picked by HEET. But Falcons are making it their own map right now. Some good stuff. Seeing an AK, couple of M4 stolen. Even that's obviously super beneficial in terms of the money. And they can't fight back. They have the 1 from us and some deagles picked up, and that's about it.
Not really any armor on those upgraded pistols either, just body. Just body with armor next to Joko. Masuta, that's a nice headshot, and he almost grabbed a second one, almost grabbed Jax as well, and he's not going to be afraid to push forward. There he is. Wow. He's got it. That's very precise. Masuta taking space and pushing forward, and Falcons are going to get to 12.
Yeah, that kind of aggression from Masuta, I was a little bit critical about it on the CT side, but on the T side, it could be a massive benefit.
Especially in a round like this where you smell blood in the water. You know you're going to have the advantage in any fight you find. Try to save the FAMAS on Joko. Try and save the Deagle on the 5-7 on the other 2 players as well. You can try again in the next round.
3 versus 5 here, and yeah, why not try and hold on to it if you can. Masuta's already out hunting. Should be able to get this one. Ooh, spots him out. And the missed shot from Afro means Masuta's going to bring him down. 3 kills.
All
Joko,
3 kills.
Don't fall off the side.
No, he's toying with it.
Did you know that whatever it is, the garbage tube, the blue thing that's out here?
Sure, the garbage chute?
Yeah, you can shoot through that.
Sick.
You can shoot people, CTs that are on the other side.
Where would they be standing on the other side?
They're going to be standing up on the railing on that forward box that sometimes gets Molotov, the one that's right next to the stairs.
Okay. I did not know that.
Can be done.
Try that in your matchmaking games. Make sure you send all successful clips, or you know, if it happens.
I've been trying to sell this idea to people behind the scenes, but most of the pros, when I talk about this stuff, they just roll their eyes and walk away.
It says everything, really.
I can understand. You know? Listen, I don't blame them.
I think those ideas like that would you could probably sell people on an idea like that a little bit easier if you weren't also suggesting that we build underwater villages for dolphins. Like, you know, if you throw so much garbage out there into the world, people are essentially just going to think that you're full of garbage.
Yeah, but I think it makes it more interesting, you know? You have to find the good ideas amongst the really crazy ideas.
No, but you're supposed to filter those out. That's supposed to be like an internal process that you do on your own time.
Yeah, but it's more of like a scavenger hunt, you know? Like, you have, well, it's more exciting that way.
It's a group project.
By the way, the triple boost that they had going on over on the B-bomb side, there's actually another triple boost that's possible.
As if on cue.
Closer to the stairs. A little bit of damage in return, but Joker's very low. There is another boost you can do on the CT side. You know where people sit right by where that sign is that said hazard or something, where people are ducked down on the CT side?
Yes.
If you boost right next to that, you can actually look over and you can look into the middle, but from the stairwell side of things. And also, because it's a triple boost, the upper person can look down into the B stairs as well. You can look both in the middle and B stairs at the same time.
Okay, that's cool. Have you tried to sell any pro teams on that one?
Sure, yeah, of course. I know which rooms they're in, so I knock on their doors at 3 in the morning. I'm like, guys, I know your game is in like 6 hours, but I have a really good plan. Like,
nice. I like
listen
that.
to this. 13-6 is the scoreline, and Falcons, they're walking right through this game right now. This is actually, now, all of a sudden, it looks fairly one-sided.
Yeah, the runway is really short for Heat. They need to go on like a big stretch of winning rounds here when they're down 7 on their own map pick as well in an elimination series. Exercise and Jax towards the B bomb site, towards the B stairs. They're going to get aggressive in their own right. Body and Afro to defend A ramp, and Joko's going to be in middle with an off angle. That's a great kill around the edge of the smoke. Masuta never saw it coming.
Yeah, nice start. They need it badly. Almost a good return there. Got to be careful. Yeah, Afro making an escape. Almost burned to a crisp. He's down to 15 health. They have a 4 and 5 that they need to start the round with.
Now, need to close out as well. Like, you don't want to... Losing the second round is demoralizing, but, you know, coming into this first gun round and losing a 5-on-4 would be really, really painful. There's a lot of money built up on the side of Falcons as well.
4-on-5. And just a Molotov, just in case they wanted to be real aggressive with it. Still pretty good spread. Kind of Joker at the moment, holding both middle and B at the same time, which you can do. So it means they have a pretty good defense on the A-bomb side with 3 people over here. Flash on out. Marka, I don't know how he spotted the body, but he did. Good read.
He might have just spammed into that smoke. We didn't see the initial swing, but yeah, he also might have just seen a leg or a shoulder disappearing into the smoke. This is the final play for Team Falcons. Towards the B bomb site, Python spots 1. They don't have any utility to fuel. All they do have a Molotov. It's coming in way too late, though. Haji's taking, or NBK's taking the damage, even though Haji gets the kill. And a 2-on-4.
Yeah, they really needed that early Molotov to clear out the corner. Otherwise, there's just way too much to deal with. Gonna try and see if maybe... No, not even gonna be possible now, surely. Haji on his own in a 1 versus 4. I was gonna say maybe they could have tried to plant the bomb, but not so. Body with a nice triple.
And that's a relatively clean win for Heat with 4 players surviving, so they get some breathing room with the money they have behind this. 13-7, 6 rounds back, but I mentioned Falcons is rich. They've got a couple of buys left. This one and probably the next one as well, if they're to lose. Gained a lot of cash in that small little 3-round win streak. Only 2 players survived in those 3 rounds for Falcons, or only 2 players died in those 3 rounds for Falcons.
Yeah, that's a good bonus, even after this buy. It's crazy how much money they have.
Yeah, and they'll be able to build up and sustain as the losing bonus builds up if it keeps going. So Heat's going to be having a difficult time facing AK-47s constantly.
Afro back here. Oh, the flashbang is so deadly. NBK, they're looking the wrong way. Gonna be swinging out wide, but it's Haji to clean it up. 2-for-1 trade. Joker's done at the slink back here. They do have a Molotov, so if Maka decides to check it the harder way, which Feels unlikely when they've already got 2 kills that deep. There shouldn't be a 3rd player here, but they're falling back.
Yeah, it depends. If they spend some time waiting and come back to the A bomb site, they'll probably go through all those protocols again. But now they've used all the Molotovs and all the nades. Now it's drawn Exercise and Jax over, and this is one of the tough parts about this map is working your way to the other side and having to do it quietly due to the vertical nature. Because Exercise and Jax and Joko being in this position are like, yeah, there's no more pressure here. That's just a utility dump that means absolutely nothing. So Falcons is setting up for a mid-round split to the B bomb site. 2 players in middle, Python and Masuta.
Oh, Python caught Masuta, walks right in. He was low in health already. Jax with a double.
I think that's a mistake. They should have sent Masuta in first, the low HP.
Yeah, just to check it out, just to know. That's probably a good point. Marker back here with the AK. Slight chance, but not really a big one. Going to be a good trade there, but still a 2-on-2, and they have no health at all here. 16 combined on the side of Falcons. Even a bomb plant right now would actually be pretty great. Flash on over to set it up. Jax is so blind. That might have been a real shot at actually doing that. But now that he's got his vision back, he should be able to clean this one up. Triple on him so far, and he'll end it with a quad. That is a nice recovery here in a round that could have been dangerous. Going to be 13-8.
That was the way out, though. Falcons had the right read. It just Haji didn't get aggressive enough around the generator. I guess he felt like he didn't really have the timing to swing wide, and
he was low
on HP. He hears like the spraying coming out and just decided not to go for it. This, I think, is the real calamity. If Masuta goes first and just swings as wide as humanly possible, as wide as he can make it before he's tagged, there's a chance for that trade to come in effectively. And a second timeout in the game used by Falcons.
3 rounds away.
Does HEET have a bird logo as well? I'm pretty sure that's a bird.
It could be. I won't rule it out, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, it's definitely a bird.
It is a bird. I agree. All right. What does that mean?
Nothing really. Just commenting. Coach is getting involved in the conversation. Falcons with another bye, that plan helps out massively. They're now up to a 2-round losing bonus, and they still have plenty of money left behind this, even money to drop over Haji in the next round of the seed. Although now that Mach has bought the AWP, maybe that's not the case.
They need to hold the focus right now, HEET. There's got to be a reason they picked the map, obviously. Maybe their CT side, once it gets warmed up,
and these are the games.
Look a little better.
These elimination games and the qualification series that we have right now going on at the Road to Rio. These are the ones where sometimes like no lead is really safe, because you never know how pressure is not only going to affect the team that's trying to make the comeback, but also the team trying to close it out. When you finally feel like that victory is within your grasp.
Yeah, you can easily be derailed in the middle of trying to win a map. I think Marcus spotted that out, but couldn't quite get the jump up, so that's unfortunate.
Open for another one. What a shot. What a peek. Body onto NBK.
Almost the return. He's down low. Afro really committed to that one, and he's going to get caught. That's too much.
It's a dangerous game those two players were rocking, jumping around.
Maybe especially when you're already in a 4-on-5, you know, just take the win and walk back. Jax up here. Careful stuff, but he's going to find the timing against Haji. Very low there, his body, and he gets wiped out. It's close to the smoke, almost going to be tagging up Jax. They're going to go for the bomb plant right away, and they'll be successful in doing it. 3-on-3 in the after plant here. And Jax is already super aggressive, almost caught with his back turned, but Python couldn't quite see it somehow. Masutra on the return though, and now Marcus pushed up into the smoke with the AWP, but why? This seems like madness. They might have thought someone was already defusing. They're both gonna get wiped out. I don't think they had a very good read of what was happening there.
No, the chaos of all the smokes and a very aggressive play from Maka put him out of position entirely. If he's got an AK-47 or an M4, sure, go for that. The AWP though, so unwieldy.
Yeah.
I think maybe the only thing I can think of is if that's exactly what he was trying to do was saying, I'm gonna get close up, and you could see him lining up the AWP for when that tap actually does come in, but Masuta joining him and nobody watching for the jump over, nobody spotting for the second player.
I think he even took a shot initially, so they might have thought, you know, could have been a call from somebody else on the team saying that they're on it, they're already defused, something like that. You know, maybe they don't know and they think, okay, I've got to go and check it. That seemed wild.
Ooh, not a win, and there's a second player here as well. NBK gets them both. Stunning double.
That is a sick spray transfer coming out from NBK.
That's what you need from the veteran, delivering you something like that to start round 23, just as HEET is making their comeback. Their money is really, really in a painful position. This would be a phenomenal round for Falcons to win.
Yeah, it's not like there's that much money either on the Heat side of things. So yeah, if they could steal this round right back, that would be something. Now they've called a freeze map wide, just to see if the CT side wants to be aggressive. They're a little bit worried about that.
Masuta and NBK both looking for pushes. One outside the B bomb site, one into mid. They get those kills so early in the round, they have the time to hit the pause button and make Heat sweat. Afro's playing passively with an op at the A bomb site. Body's keeping an eye on middle, and Exercise is going to be alone at B. Now, Body does have the utility to shift between the bomb sites, so that's a good position for him to be in. He's got a support flash for Exercise if he needs it.
30 seconds on the clock. Started to get here.
Exercise might... I was going to say, there's a timing where he could have dropped the smoke, but it's too late now.
Yeah, he's just going to be on his own. Needs some backup. Flash comes in. It's really good. It actually tags up Mako. That's really nicely done. Still 20 seconds. Nade around the corner. NBK doesn't get tagged by it. Otherwise, he would have been blown up. Molotov and more nade on top. It's a lot of damage, but they're still down a man here. And Body almost caught there. He's down low himself. Afro on the AWP. Might be better to switch out the guns here and try and get the other one to Afro. He's on his own. They know where one of them is. NBK back there hiding with one of his own. Oh, he can't get it. There we go. NBK to close out the round. Good triple. I thought for a second he missed the shot. It's going to be 14-9, and that is a huge problem for Heat.
That's a massive problem for Heat. Good shot at the end for NBK. He gets the opening 2 kills that allows Falcons to really work the map and spread out and play with it. This is that transfer down as well. Nice job. Joko's going to be a little bit frustrated. Good trade here. That was all important. And you can see that flashbang did come out from Body, from middle, over the beams to try and help and support, but it just wasn't enough. And a timeout.
Fired up, aren't they?
Timeout called by Falcons. Their third of the map.
A lot of excitement on the side of Falcons. 14-9 here. They must know the position they're in. Talking about the economy, they must realize they've got them almost broken here. Force up from the Heat side is kind of risking it all.
Yeah, a lot of it goes into this round. 2 from us, Scout, M4 on Body. Joko just on a pistol. Falcons staring a map 1 victory in the face. 5-round lead.
Look at what they have. Scout from us, 2 of them, and an M4. Very limited on the grenades. Spots the Scout up there. NBK gets a small taste, and they say, all right, might not be worth it.
Back to B we
NBK's been
go.
playing a good game, hasn't he?
There's only 1 Molotov on Maka. And if they use that to clear behind boards, Jax's position is going to be so incredibly strong.
Yeah, but if instead they throw it deep. All right, on the other side, we'll see. That back position, oh, he is sent flying out of the map. That's a problem. Masuta there for more openings. Good little jiggle there coming out from Joko. Going to be able to take down Masuta, but still 3 versus 2, actually 4 versus 2 now. Joko hoping for more of those 5-7 shots, but he's not coming. Instead, Afro 1 versus 4 here, looking like a 15th round for Falcons.
Get Haji a cookie for that shot. That's fantastic. That was the most dangerous position in that entire bomb site, especially without a whole lot of utility and without any Molotovs. Afro's just got to save the Scout, which probably feels horrible. So Falcons are going to get 6 chances to close out the first map of this series. 6 chances to steal Heat's map away from them.
Shot was so good, I'd even upgraded to Red Velvet Cookie.
Red Velvet Cookie. Nice. I would have gone with white chocolate macadamia nut.
Ooh,
Oatmeal raisin is also a good contender.
Win.
Little scoop of ice cream on top.
Hand me at the macadamia nuts.
Overpass will be map number 2, and Falcons looking to take us there.
Yes, they are. Moving swiftly in the right direction. They seem really prepared for this one. Definitely looked like a slow start from Heat, and also looked like they just weren't ready for the game plan the Falcons were bringing to the first half on that CT side. The aggression was just really overpowering, and because they forced it up here, they're in even more trouble. 4 Deagles, 1 MP9.
Now, if you're tuning into this game, we have another series after this one, the third series of the day. Well, I mean, I guess it would be like the ninth series of the day, wouldn't it? Fours is going to be playing up against Bad News Eagles, another elimination series. That's Maka's going to be frustrated. He just dropped down. He just dropped off in a little elevated position and did not have the time to pull the trigger, but Afro gives it right back.
That was a good, strong start, though. You've got to appreciate it. The Eagles to the rescue, possibly at least. Gyoko, could he do it again? He's going to try, but this time Python going to be there to catch him. Jax and Exercise have set up an interesting crossfire trap if anyone ever shows up, but of course if they don't, then instead they're going to be trying to retake the A-bomb site from real far away. Still winging around, still got a minute left. They don't have to really hurry up too much. Yeah, throw away the guns. No reason anyone should be able to come find them later on.
Yeah, I guess. We'll allow it. I don't think there was any kind of real significant chance of that all being salvaged. NBK's made plenty of noise trying to jump up in failure, so Exercise is calling that over to Body. NBK patiently waiting around the crack, seeing if there's going to be a response, and ooh, the timing. Timing kind of sucks for him, but he's got a huge advantage. This has to be a win here from Jax. Oh, they're not looking. They're not looking. He's still alive, and he runs out of bullets.
Wow, that is absolutely well done. 16-9 as Falcons yeet HEET out of the opening map. We're going to go to a break.
You had that set up, didn't you?
I'm so
you
sorry.
thought about that this morning in the shower.